If you keep them at 25 and 30, they're keeping themselves in the game a lot longer.
Well, one man who hope that it's not the case and that Pakistan will be able to make early inroads. The man who did the damage last night, Mohammed Abbas, in conversation with Pomi Mbangwa.
Abbas, thank you very much for speaking to us. Tell me how you feel today.
So I'm feeling very good, much better than first day because of I came back after 3 years. It's a very tough, but now I'm feeling relaxed and better.
Do you feel that your body is activated once again? Because it looked last night like you were bowling with more energy.
Yes, it was different feeling when I felt in first inning. It was different pressure like a debutant. Now I'm feeling good and better, and I will give my best today.
Tell me what your expectations are. Go also with how you bowled last night as you guys finished off the session and what you intend this morning.
Yeah, I will try to give my best today as well because of I am the senior bowler, and I will try to do my own things. I will do my best in the game in the morning. I will try to put right area and have a look.
In terms of how you bowl generally, what is it you try to do, particularly your plan in getting wickets?
Just I'm trying to do my own thing. Just I'm trying to hit my basic area, and I am just feeling what is the conditions right now. There is some help in the pitch, off the pitch, and just I'm restricting my own basic area, and I'm trying to do all the time, and after that I am feeling there is something or not in the air of the pitch, and then after that I'm looking the batsman he's playing in front foot up off or back foot, and then I am giving my best.
Okay, well, long spell maybe for you. You're known to bowl the whole time. Will you be at one end the whole morning?
I'm not worrying about the long bowling. I'm used to it. I give my best, and I will try to give some happiness to my country.
Okay, all the best today.
Thank you so much.
What a long layoff, and to see him back in action and almost back to his best is so good to see. He gets movement off the both sides. As a batter, you're always on your toes. From a Pakistan perspective, have a look at this test match. They've never won a test at Supersport Park. They've never won a series in South Africa. No one really thought about what could happen if Pakistan won at Supersport Park.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look for such glory moments because you play for respect, and you earn a lot of respect when you perform like this in South Africa, especially because the record here is pretty ordinary. So if they can get out of jail and somehow win this test match, then sky's the limit. Then South Africa will be under pressure really to not lose the series. But can that happen? Do they have the willpower, and do they have the fight really to go hard for another 20, 30 overs? Have to.
121 runs, Hash. It looks like a doable task, but when you put in the pressure of knockout Test Championship cricket, it adds another dimension.
Yeah, very doable. We spoke at length of the first 10 overs, 15 overs, but on this occasion, you're looking for a hero. Forget the heroes you see on TV, Marvel, NBC, Spider-Man, Batman, all these. Batman, yeah, Batman is here today. There'll be somebody in the South African team. If South Africa will win, that'll be the time today. That'll take the team over, and these are how heroes are born, and the legend continues. In the Pakistan perspective, exactly the same.
Yeah,
There's going to be a hero in their team if they're going to win.
And I think you grow as a team also. If you win such close encounters, then you get hope and you get confidence, and then your career develops as well. Not individually, but as a whole unit. This is going to be a tight game, edge of your seat kind of a scenario.
We come out twice before Pakistan defending less than 150. It happened in 92, 93. It was Wasim Akram and Waqar Yunus that did it for Pakistan. 2012, it was the spinners that dominated England in Abu Dhabi. Who will it be today? Looking forward to a wonderful first hour. 121 runs needed by South Africa, 7 wickets needed by Pakistan. And we're certainly hoping that the rain doesn't come and spoil the party.
You know, the 92 game that you're talking
In
about.
Hamilton. Yeah.
I ordered that also. And it's a great recall moment for this dugout because I don't know whether they'll be actually telling themselves that, look, it happened in 92, but whenever at history, they know that it's been done before.
Yes.
So you've got to do it again somehow.
We certainly do. And from a South African perspective, they'll be thinking, Bavuma, he's in the form of his life, Player of the Series award against Sri Lanka, surely alongside Aiden Markram, the other premier batter, should take South Africa across the line.
The two batsmen, you want the crease, I have the crease for South Africa. Temba Bavuma, as you said, Cass, form of his life, he'll look to take the lead. He's the captain of the team. And if you're the captain of the team, you want to lead from the front. That's Temba's opportunity right here.
Both umpires are leading players out. It's important to hold to your catches, Ramiz. You don't want to give those opportunities. You really need to be switched on in the start.
Yeah, so there's a fine line between switched on.
Sensodyne Rapid Action सिर्फ 60 seconds में आराम देता है. मैं recommend करती हूँ Sensodyne Rapid Action का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल. Patients वापस आके बताते हैं. It works.
So the first few overs, you try to look at the condition, make sure that you have a good session.
Ramiz, Hashim, thank you so much. The crowd is coming in here at Supersport Park. A wonderful Sunday of Test match cricket lies ahead. And we're looking forward to getting underway here at 10 a.m. First up in commentary, I'm Sean Pollock will be joined with Ramiz Raja and Mike Hazeman.
Hello everybody and thanks for joining us. We are set for what should be a fascinating morning, day 4 of this intriguing first test match between South Africa and Pakistan at Supersport Park in Centurion. And this should be quite a sensational morning. The first hour is going to be absolutely crucial. Wherever you are watching this telecast on Supersport around the cricketing globe, welcome. I'm sure you're sitting just a little bit more upright than you have been over the last couple of days because this is going to be really special. First up, for South Africa, work to do. Pakistan outstanding last night. I've got South Africa at 27 for 3 at this stage, and these two guys are fine batsmen, Markram and Bavuma. They're the boys that are going to get things nice and steady right at the top. Bavuma's been outstanding in the red ball cricket this summer in particular. Brilliant against Sri Lanka. Let's look at his numbers, and Aiden Markram also played superbly in the first leg, but missed out on that 100. Sean Pollock's alongside me. Good morning, Sean.
Hey, good morning, Haz. Good morning to all the viewers. I'm sure everyone's checking in because this is going to be an exciting 2 hours in particular. I think Pakistan will be looking to bring exactly the same intensity. They'll be bringing in the same amount of patience, and they really will be believing now that they have 3 wickets that they're in with a chance of winning this test match. Abbas was superb yesterday evening. 2 wickets for 3 runs, 3 maidens involved in that. He gave them nothing. He hit consistent areas and just felt like he had a bit more zip about him than what we saw in the first innings. They'll be thinking to themselves too, make sure that South Africa take forever to get whatever runs they do. That's why you've got an in-out field, so you've got attacking options in the slip cordon, and then you've got some protection back on the fence. South Africa, do they have enough patience to be playing their natural game, or will they get a little bit edgy and look to try and score quicker than they maybe should? That's why it's going to be such interesting viewing.
It's a bit of a breeze. And the weather's good. This morning it's going to be fine. There might be a little bit of rain later on, but let's just focus on what we've got in front of us right now. This will be fascinating. Mohamed Abbas to start to Temba Bavuma. Good carry.
It looks like Temba's forgotten to bring his own shirts today. He's got one of the spares from the team issue, so no number on his back for Temba. And sometimes that happens, Hayes. It's not a great feeling when you rock up at the ground and you open your bag and you, oh, I forgot to pack my shirts.
And how many times do you, Sean?
Not that often, but I must say I was a guy who loved to bat in long sleeve. So every once in a while I'd pack some short sleevers and forget about the long sleever. But yeah, there was always one on hand in the team issue to be able to help you out.
3 slips. Interesting field on the leg side to Temba. Solid forward defence. They want to get that on ball with those deliveries that are straight and do a bit of leaving initially. So 3 slips catching at the moment. Looking for, there's been plenty of edges in this test match. Expecting a reasonable crowd today, half price to come in. So if you're in the vicinity and you want to watch some intense test match cricket, get down here to Supersport Park. Good to see people turning up nice and early for this because it's going to be fun. Lovely line from Mohammad Abbas again.
I think of the 2 hours session that we've got, Hayes, the scoring rate, South Africa were 4 and over in their first innings, Pakistan basically just over 3.5 and then just under 4. So if you go on an average, let's go on an average of 4, it'll probably be 25 overs bowled, which means South Africa would get close to scoring 100 runs if they play as the game has unfolded. So we probably will end up going to lunch. But where will we be at that moment in time? Will South Africa try and force the issue? Can they try and score a little bit quicker? I know Aidan Markham's got that ability for sure.
Temba was very patient in the first innings. He would have been annoyed that he got out on 31 after doing all the hard work. He is always patient at the start, so it's going to be 2 different styles from these batsmen for South Africa. Both very fine players. Temba's been the form player of the national team.
This is how he got out in the first innings, just pushing away from that body. He's normally so watchful just outside that off stump, and I think that's where Pakistan will continue to focus. They don't want to come too straight. When it comes straight, he plays lovely straight down the line. But every once in a while, when it's just a little bit wider, he allows his hands to get away from the body and goes after it.
Let's look at leg side. And that's picked that gap of those 2 men shorts perfectly, and it's gone for 4. That'll feel pretty good in the first over for Bavuma.
Yeah, on cue, that's where you want to stay away from with Temba Bavuma. Strong to the leg side, likes to go and bat on the off stump and then just backs himself. If it's too straight, I'm going to get bat on ball. That one comfortably sliding down the leg side. And the timing was there. Nice way to get himself off the mark and get the day going.
It's interesting, these field places. They got a short mid wicket and they've got a leg gully as well. So surely with that field placing, they're going to be looking to bowl straight rather than consistently pound away that channel. There's the 2 men, the leg gully, the left, and short mid wicket to the right. It's bounced a little bit more, came back a fraction as well. So Seam with the ball in 10 overs old is present.
फर्स्ट हमेशा याद रहता है पहला स्मार्टफोन वीगोटेल का नया फ्लेक्स 2
मुझे तेरा ख्याल ही बहुत है
चल पगली मुझे पता है तेरे पास डेटा बहुत है
जब यूफोन 4G की डिजिटल मेगा ऑफर पे मिले 200 GB डेटा तो हर दिल बोले डेटा बहुत है
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल खुद ट्राई करके देखो
मास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट पेंट जो रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों को सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज मास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट लंबा चलेगा.
Rated around about 6 to 7, but he swung the ball a lot. 2.7 degrees maximum swing last night from Karim Shahzad. That's bottom edge, and it's gone nice and fine. Coming back for 2.
Markham might have had his heart in his mouth there for a brief second. First delivery of the day, you're kind of trying to get back to the feel you had yesterday before the close of play. He sees a short and wide one, thinks, okay, I can cash in, but then gets the inside edge. And at that stage, you just hope it doesn't go back onto the stumps. When he looks and sees it's going down to fine leg, he would have been relieved and happy that he could charge 2 for 2.
Terrific. Nice swing. Nice work. He was very good, Markram, in letting those go consistently when he batted so well in the first innings.
Yeah, that was a nice delivery, Hayes. And you do think if Pakistan bowled every single delivery with that amount of shape, landing it on that area for the rest of the day from the side, from the pavilion end, there's no doubt they would win the test match. It's just whether they've got the patience and the control to keep probing away and not giving South Africa anything to score and make it easy for them.
operating with 3 slips. A little bit tighter on the body that time. Eased away for a single. Comfortably done by Markram. Hello, Ariz.
Hello, hello. Good morning, good day, wherever you are. South Africa need partnerships, one good one, to see them through. Can that happen? Because this game is now got to do with your ability to think and play well under pressure.
That's where they are at the moment. That slip cordon's just been strengthened too. An extra slip has gone in, so 4 now for Bavuma.
Different techniques for both batsmen. Bavuma stays in the crease, doesn't move much, plays from the crease mostly, whereas Markram is quite keen to be more on the front foot. And then he adjusts to the height, to the variable bounce, because he's, what, 6'2". Yeah, focus will be on runs to win for both sides.
Yeah, Pakistan would really like to break this partnership inside that first 30 minutes. That's something that both teams would have talked about. First up, there's that head turn around to the bowler. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a terrific delivery from Karim Shahzad.
Yeah, seam position, great one. Absolutely great delivery, and well played in the end by Bavuma. He didn't really go chasing at that one also. Played inside the line.
Short and wide, and he's got that away, but there is protection. Just the one.
Master weather resistant paint जो रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों को सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज. Master weather resistant लंबा चलेगा.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है. मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल. पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स.
एक कप और टपल दानेदार, गुम में एक और कप चाय.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है. मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल. पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स.
The truth is now just a circle away. Circle and search it.
The bus again. Oh, not quite. We had just a disturbance behind the bowler's arm, actually. The Bavuma didn't like that, so he pulled away. There was over an inch of rain overnight here, and it's quite humid, quite steamy, the grass. Shot from the buggy cam.
That's why they sunscreen. That's what didn't.
So, Paulie, would you bowl more in-swingers to a player like Bavuma or out-swingers? And the length? Pitch it up, driving length?
Well, I think to Temba, what we've seen in the past is if you are too straight, he kind of deals with it nicely, but will be caught every once in a while pushing outside the off stump. But I like what Abbas is doing here. He's coming from wide, and then he's trying to shape it away, saying, come on, Temba, drive at me. And then every once in a while, he changes it and looks to just nip it back. So I like his plan. It's just how long he can be patient for, and if he can keep asking the questions.
It's a little bit tighter, and that one maybe just coming back a fraction.
He's got protection at mid-wicket, which is a good post to have because it stops the singles, also stops the boundaries in case you drift on the pads. There's no gully for Bavuma, and with Abbas's pace, I think he doesn't probably need a gully also. He's not that quick, so 3 steps would do the job perfectly. It's a good field set.
Yeah, I think we saw yesterday what Pakistan did really well was bring the stumps into play. 3 LBWs, that's the form of dismissal for South Africa in the second innings.
Phil placing for bowling straight at that. With those guys short on the leg side, so 2 wide outside the off stump at the moment with Temba Bavuma. If they're going to bowl that line, I think they'd do well to maybe move one of those guys to a gully.
Yeah, I'm not that concerned about it, Hazer. I think with his control, Abbas shouldn't really slide anything down. And what he wants to do is every time he comes straight, he wants Temba Bavuma to think, I can't just whoop this to the leg side with confidence, because if I don't get over it, I'm going to chip it in the air. So he just wants to put that in his mind and then just keep holding his length. Don't be too full.
There's a little noise, certainly a noise, but Bava's going nowhere. He's back a couple of paces, actually, and Alex Walker said not out. They were good yesterday with DRS. They're going again.
Once again, it's Rizwan who doesn't seem that interested, to be brutally honest. And he was spot on. I don't know if you remember the review where one of the batters missed it by half a foot. But they are going to go upstairs.
Big noise, but no movement from Bavuma.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for court. On-field decision is not out. Check both feeds. It's a fair delivery. You can go to front on replay. Okay, I can see the ball is brushing the trouser. Would like to see the ultra edge. See a gap between bat and the ball. No flat line as ball past the bat. I'm not going for the LBW. It's very high, too high. So you can stay with your original decision. Not out. Alex, you're on the screen.
That is a seriously good decision by Alex Wolf. There was a lot of appealing going on, but Bavuma was he took 2 steps back. Rizwan wasn't sure either. Flicking that back leg pocket.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, Hayes? I mean, all of us played our cricket pre-DRS, and you can think of those dressing rooms at lunchtime and tea time and close of play where discussions would have unfolded about, he definitely nicked that one, there's no doubt. And then you have a look at the footage, and there's a noise. Everyone in the slip court, if you asked 80% of the Pakistan players, he definitely hit that. And if it got into the change room with no replays, with no TV footage, with no close-ups, they would have been convinced. It's amazing how it has changed the game. And also shown up players as to how often they can be wrong with regards to appeals and going up for caught behinds.
Yeah, it was a loud tick. Straight with the last ball of the over. Good start from Mohammed Abbas. That was a...
वास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट पेंट जो रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज वास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट लंबा चलेगा
एक कप और टप्पा दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
वास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट पेंट जो रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज वास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट लंबा चलेगा
एक कप और टप्पा दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
punched away back of the square on the offside.
Yeah, Australia 333 ahead, Hazy, and normally they would probably look to declare. before the close of play and have a go at India and see if they can pick up a wicket or two. But they know that India need to win. So no matter what they leave them, you get the feeling India are going to go for it. Even if it's 350 and 80 overs, they're definitely going to try and go for it. So it should be some fascinating view down under. If you wake up early, you can catch it all on SuperSport.
You've seen discipline from both sides. Pakistan banking on that line around that off stump, and Bavuma and his partner Makram very keen to let them go.
Who's going to give in first, Ramis? That's
Yeah,
the
who's
key,
going to
isn't it?
blink first?
Yeah.
Yep.
As a batter, you watch it go by, and you think, well, if there's one I recognize, I'll try and hit it. And then sometimes you're desperate to recognize something that you end up going after one that's actually not there. Bowling-wise, you can follow line and length, and then you kind of get a little bit bored and say, well, should I try something different?
I mean, it's a small sample size of 16 minutes, but we haven't seen the ball to misbehave so far. So there's been sideways movement, but nothing up and down so far. But having said that, batsmen need to understand the value of occupying the crease and making sure that every ball, like the last ball they'll face, because you can never be in honest like this. Anything can happen. So that's the challenge. Not to lower your guard.
Haven't seen anything misbehave from the pitch perspective so far. Certainly has been some swing with the humidity there, and the ball's still nice and new, and of course the ability of Karim Shahzad in particular.
You tend to do that in a pressure situation. Talk to yourself. Try to convince yourself that you're good enough really to last the distance.
Nicely worked. Just ticking over this scoreboard at the moment, making sure they're getting the pressure out down the middle of the South Africans. They're not getting too much from the Pakistan bowlers, that's for sure. They're on point. Really nice to see this crowd turning up. 50% off for this day 4 today. Everyone aware in South Africa of how important victory will be for South Africa. Of course, it's enormously important for Pakistan too. So they haven't won here at Super Park previously. They haven't had too many victories in South Africa. Oh, that came, and that's superbly played. He thought he might have been.
Master weather-resistant paint. रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों को सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज. Master weather-resistant. लंबा चलेगा.
You phone 4G Pay, you power 300 लगाओ with 8 GB data, 100 off net minutes. वो भी सिर्फ 300 रुपए में. अभी star 1 2 3 4 star 4 लगाओ और लगातार बातें करते जाओ.
The truth is now just a circle away. Circle and search it, just like that.
To pick up a wicket, crazy. Pakistan at the top of everything. Indeed, the nice and quiet for a little bit longer. They were talked about the first half hour, I presume. They want to see off this new ball style from both these guys, Shahzad and Moss.
There's a deep point in place for Bavuma. I think that fielder will be asked to come in and the party in the ring. Maybe have him at catching position at point, just to exert more pressure, because they're not looking for boundaries at this stage.
That's the kind of shot they want him to play. So I understand that they want the protection back so that these 111 or 110 runs take absolutely forever. But initially, when they first walk to the crease, they haven't got the pace of the surface, they haven't worked things out, aren't as comfortable as they could be. Just say to them, if you just knock it through this infield, you've got yourself a boundary to get yourself underway. And maybe they make a mistake, brings the slips into play.
Also, like to bowl more deliveries at one batsman. So that spoils the fun for you when an easy single is conceded at deep point.
Yeah, and when it's been ball, when it's just been worked away. Moving nicely, Martin had really well in that first innings. Often it's a sign when a batsman's calling early and loud and confidently that he's feeling good. He's been good flow with his game right now.
To say that taught actually at school level, I don't know whether it's done here, that every time you stop the ball, you say loudly yes or no, because it sort of takes out the nervousness out of the system.
It's a good leave. It's that length that he left a lot in the first innings. He wasn't prepared to play or did a lot of leaving and defended from that length. Wasn't aggressive from that length in the first innings.
Also touched on it this morning at the pitch report, Hayes. 127 and 129 have been his last two deliveries. He was hovering around 122, 25. It's just got that extra little bit of zip, and it makes such a difference. People say, oh, come on. 1, 2, 3 Ks an hour, what really does it do? But it has an impact for sure.
Straight, but he's got that away. And that's going to go to the boundary. So that'll just give him a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, I wanted that execution of leg before, and it was beautifully bowled because he set him up outside the off stump. Inside, I saved him. In fact, that ball went to the boundary in a flash. Bottom edge. But because he's such a strong player, high back lift, got it through the infield for 4.
He's now the leading run scorer for South African Tests this year, Aiden Markram. With 529. Got 100 against India in January. Slight change in the field, going back to a deep backwards square leg, so that leg gully's disappeared. There's more. There he is. It's Babar Azam. A bit wider from the crease that time, and that climbed. And
मास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट पेंट जो रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों को सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज। मास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट लंबा चलेगा।
कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार।
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो।
एक कप और डबल दानेदार, तुम में एक और कप चाय।
मास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट पेंट जो रखे आपकी घर की बैरूनी दीवारों को सर्दी के सब असरात से महफूज। मास्टर वेदर रेजिस्टेंट लंबा चलेगा।
yeah, the most impressive thing about the batting, that's good. The number that Aiden Markram's got is the number of centuries that have been scored in 2024. 8 centurions, 10 centuries. It's a lot of centurions. That's a real big performance from South Africa in the batting stakes.
There should be a column, I think, of players who play tough innings under pressure. Even a match-winning 30, crucial runs. I don't know whether we have one like that in international cricket. Oh, a bit high. Adjacent, but a bit high, I think. And Pakistan in no mood to go for a DRS, I think.
After wasting the first one, I think they're a bit more wary about saying enough says. But once again, the length is perfect. We've seen a lot of way movement. This one just nips back, I think, far too high. Timber hasn't got the largest pads, but I think it's hit him above that roll comfortably.
That list, by the way, you're talking about, we used to have one of those. Dean Elgar won it every year for about 10 years, so they gave that the flick. He was certainly gutsy, Dean Elgar.
And you have more respect for such players.
Of course.
Yeah, good delivery. Came back sharply. Missed his defense, but hit him high on the back thigh.
It's nicely played, nicely controlled. A bit of extra bounce for that. He played that superbly. Back for the second.
It exactly is not a flaw, but this was that ball that came back sharply, would have gone on to miss the stumps. Yes, the impact looked high. But Khurram Shahzad every now and then has bowled that shorter length that has allowed the players to play that cut short or the back foot push. Partnership of 25.
A little bit leg side, and that's nicely played. That's bread and butter for him. He's always going to put that away twice on Sundays.
Yeah, we talked about who was going to lose the patience first, and you just get the feeling that Khurram Shahzad is maybe the one who's lost the patience first, short and wide, and then follows it up with a genuine juicy leg stump half volley, or even probably missing leg stump. Tim Bavuma, we talked about how he just loves to hold his balance, stay upright as he possibly can. He's not going to miss out on that one. So just make sure he gets between the two fielders and does that easily.
Oh, that's pretty straight. That's pretty straight. Yeah, they like that, Pakistan, and that finger has gone up. Now, Temba is having a chat. He said, I'm going upstairs straight away. It looked straight. It looked very straight.
I thought he got an inside edge, but he should know that. That's why I'm a bit surprised he's taking his time. But that one definitely nipped back. And we know he doesn't get a big stride.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Check both feeds. Spare delivery. You can go to front on replay. Nice and slow. Okay, can you go to Ultra Edge, please? Go back, one frame back, one frame back, one frame back. More. Start from the beginning. One frame back. Okay. Okay, I can see clearly ball hit the bat first. Need to change your decision, Nitin. You're on the screen. Can you put umpire on the screen?
I think that's exactly the right call. The deviation, even though Spikes was there as one grouping and it was a little bit longer, the deviation was clearly there. I think that was good umpiring from Kumar Dharmasinghe.